Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back and doing a best of 3 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty draft. Alright, good pack here. We don't want the rare. We're looking at Rabbit Battery, Generous Visitor, Roaring Earth. These are all good. Roaring Earth's probably the best because every deck's going to run a bunch of lands, and this doubles as both a land or a big fat hasty win con thing, so that's good. I like the Visitor a lot too. That card is good. It just relies on you having a pretty good portion of enchantments to be maximized. I like the Crab. I like Modern Age. I want to try out Torment. That's about it. Let's just take Roaring Earth and be happy about it. All right, well, Kappa Tech Wrecker is an incredible card, so happy to follow up with that. Fall of Lord Konda is good. The Double Striking Ninja is good. Malfunction's playable. Koi is fine. But yeah, let's take the Tech Wrecker. This card's great. All right, pick 3. Well, there's just a Geothermal Kami in here in green, so we're probably looking at Twisted Embrace, which is pretty excellent removal. Goshen Tai and Kumano faces Kakazan, some other decent cards in here. Disruptor for Ninja decks is very good, so good at the Wrecker, but I'd rather have the removal. All right, in green now there's Trainee. Mirror Box, don't really want that. Don't want the Energy Blade. Repel is playable. Removal. I'm okay taking the Trainee, though. I actually like the card. I think it blocks well, it attacks well. It's a totally fine card. Okay, well, Coiling Stalker doesn't have the best synergy with Roaring Earth, but that's all right. Maybe just take the Kunai, actually. This card's great. Kill spell can hit your opponent's face. It's pretty excellent. More ninjas probably wouldn't hurt, but especially with Wrecker, too. Wrecker just works so well with other ninjas, so you can bring it back and then get the Death Touch counter back to blow up more artifacts and enchantments, but I'll take the Kunai. All right, well, Seismic Waves in here, which is pretty excellent. Certainly better than Cultivation. I mean, this can be... I mean, not only can it kill your opponent because it hits face, but it also can kill a bunch of X1s. It's just a very good card. I'd probably just take it over the Cultivation, honestly. Even though Cultivation would almost... I mean, it almost guaranteed to make the deck. It's just... I think I'd rather just have pretty solid removal in case we end up red. So can take another Trainee, another chance to take the Cultivation. Probably would take Cultivation over Trainee, even though it doesn't block or attack as well. We're for sure green, I feel like, and there's nothing insane in another color to take. Scrounger and Steelbreaker are fine. But I'll take the Cultivation now. I'm okay with it. All right, I actually like Emergence. I think it's a good beater. So, and it's more green. It's fine. Turn 2 Cultivation, turn 3 Emergence is pretty solid. Well, pretty underwhelmed here. Could take the Decoy in case they don't end up with enough cheap creatures. It works well with Ninjutsu. Torment is fine. Ember Keeper's fine. A bunch of fine cards. Nothing worth digging deep into with here. So, Infiltrator is evasive. Good with Ninjutsu. We only have the one ninja, though. Ogre, pretty good blocker. It's an artifact which can be relevant. Can attack well. Doesn't have evasion. To be honest, I don't know. I'm just going to take the Ogre. So, Ember Keeper now, modification-wise, we've got Kunai. Is it any counter for modified? I forget. Equipment and counters. All right, well, that's cool. So, Tech Wrecker actually technically is modified with a Death Touch counter. Any counter. Cool. All right, and we have Twisted Embrace, so I guess that's fine. Crackling Emergence, Reckoner's Bargain, Thundersteel Colossus. Well, I haven't played the Colossus before, but I don't really need an Emergence, so I guess we can take it. It's expensive, but Crew for 2 is pretty cheap. Guess we'll take a Centipede, because I don't really need the Assault. Probably, well, I guess Artificer can... Yeah, I don't need an AccuWar Paint, so... Alright, pack 2. This card, better than I initially thought it was. Another Seismic Wave is probably the pick, though. Because we're not likely to be red-black, and Seismic Wave is pretty good. Yeah, alright. Seismic Wave number 2. Maybe just, at this point, commit to red-green. Okay. I think I like Cultivation more than Merge Keeper. I'd rather have instant speed option that's also randomly an enchantment and can be, yeah, like add to your enchantment account. I think it's just more valuable than Merge Keeper randomly sometimes being modified and pumping for more. Otherwise, Reinforced Ronin is a pretty cool card, although I don't know if we're beat down. It's nice to have more options. Kami of Industry, well, I finally got destroyed by that card for Xaxes. That didn't feel very good in my worst draft of the format. Just call me poor decision-making Stephenson over here. Weaver of Harmony. So other enchantment creatures you control get pumped, and then you can copy our activated or triggered abilities from enchantment sources, and it's a 2-mana 2/2. Well, doesn't do much when you have, well, we have 5 enchantments. What do we got? Just these, this thing. These don't make enchantment creatures, though, so it's not really accurate. But it's an interesting rare, so we can try it. There's nothing else really crazy here. I mean, it makes sense to take. Pumping other enchantment creatures is good. There's plenty of enchantment creatures in green. We've got the Ember Keeper already in red, so sure. Triggered ability too, so you can copy the triggered ability to get 2 1/1s. Not bad. Roaring Earth number 2 seems good. There's Master's Rebuke too, which is removal. But I think I'd rather have 2 Roaring Earths just because it's such a powerful turn 3 play, I feel like, right? You play a turn 2 creature, you play this turn 3, then play the land, and you're already on the pump train. And then turn, 15, you make a 12-12 attacker or whatever. I mean, if you're Alex Stephenson, you definitely make a 12-12. You'll have that many lands for sure. Uprising, interesting card. Technically could splash it potentially if we found the tools. I don't know how I feel about that, though. Explosive Entry is main deckable, at least a good sideboard option. So I think I'll take that. Modify a creature and kill something is pretty good. So I actually really like the Jukai Preserver more than the Bearer, even though Bearer's technically cheaper. March of Reckless Joy is an interesting card, but Preserver being a 4-mana 4/4 or a double modifying pump enchantment creature is pretty excellent. Guess I can take Kami now. I've already got 5 artifacts. How many are 3 mana or less? A Kunai. That's actually a pretty good one to get back, isn't it? That's kind of cool. Get it back. You need a lot of mana, though. You need 7 mana in order to play this, get Kunai back, equip it, use it. So that's a little trickier. But I'll still take it, I guess. 3/6 is a pretty good body, I guess. Haven't really played the Wisdom before. I could try it. Pump and then draw a card sometimes. It's okay. I don't really think it's that great. I might just want the Trainee instead because I've only got 9 creatures, and Trainee's actually looking good in here. With 2 Roaring Earth, we really want to make sure that our 2-drop creatures are present here. So I guess I can take this. I don't really need it. If I add more sack outlets, it might be okay. I guess we could take another Kami of Industry, I suppose. Probably take another trainee, as much as I like Emergence. Although we have 2 careful cultivations. Actually, that's a good reason to take Emergence. That just gives us good mid-range options, I feel like. We can power out 4 or 5 Vigilance Hasters, or power out 2 drops with Roaring Earth. Both of those seem pretty good. So take Emergence. Technically could do that on turn 2 as well. Actually, Puppet is playable. I passed one, but in this deck with the Roaring Earth, it's really not that bad. All right, pack 3. Basically, I have a deck already. I guess that's nice. Another Preserver. I feel good about that. I like the High-Speed Hover Bike a lot, actually. It's a good card. Or I could take Kunai. What's our creature count? 11. But really, is it more than that or less? These are sets 13, 14. We have 15, 17 creatures, really. So we're kind of okay on creatures. This is another enchantment one, though, which is good for our Lord. But I might just take the Kunai because it's cheap. It's a cheap kill spell. Hoverbike is slick. I like that card. I'm going to take the kill spell. I like the Kunai. I think it's good. All right, another Tech Wrecker is fantastic. I'm going to take it over Rebuke. This card is really super powered. Think how amazing this is with another Tech Wrecker, too. Just keep ninjing and, yeah. With that Death Touch especially, that's good. Wow, Invoke the Ancients. There's a good one. So, great pickup for us here. Super powered card. Takes 4 green. Thankfully, I feel like Invoke the Ancients is the easiest one to cast, though, because at least you get the green ramp access. So, great pickup for us. Definitely taking it. All right, March of Burgeoning Life, on the other hand, pretty terrible. Could take Invigorating Hot Spring. It's not a bad card. I think I'd rather have the Ember Keeper, and the reason is because we can modify with Roaring Earth. It's an enchantment creature. It actually just synergizes very well with the deck in general. A 2-drop, it's going to work well with Roaring Earth. It's going to work well with Weaver of Harmony. We can even copy the triggered ability. So that's cool. Oh, I suppose we can copy the triggered ability of Roaring Earth as well. That's cool. All right, I like it. So here we can take... well, we've got some options, actually. This is a playable... It doubles the creature and pseudo removal spell. Bear of Memory is another enchantment creature, however. And the mana... I mean, at a certain point when you're flooded, this is pretty valuable too. We are kind of removal light, which makes me like the... Oh, Trespassers in blue. What am I talking about? All right. Bear of Memory. Favor of Jukai enchantment that also counts as a combat trick. I kind of like that. We don't really have evasions, do we? But it's all right. I could take the boon instead. We really don't have a lot of high mana value. Well, among permanents you control. I guess that's... Doesn't work with Invoke, but whatever. I'll take the Favored Jukai, I guess. Satura is a good card. Well, Shrine Steward, I guess, can actually find... I like it that it finds Emergence in here. I think that's actually very valuable. It's worth it to play a 5-mana 3/2 if it's also finding you a win con. Guess we'll take Invoke Calamity. Technically, playing 2 Invokes is probably not going to happen. But, and this one I don't really like anyway. I don't need any of these. I'll just take the uncommon. Decoy in case I need it. We have some ninjas that might actually work out. Grafted Growth, don't really need it. Probably not doing the first Colossus anymore. Don't need any of this. Air is not bad. We're likely to be able to control modified creatures, but that's a 3/4. Could take another Decoy, but... Or I could take the Puppet. I can take Puppet now, too. Gift of Wrath, don't really need it. Synthesizer, don't really need this either. There's a lot of things in here we don't need, so that's usually a good sign. So we don't really have much evasion. We don't have a ton of removal. We don't have anything bomby, so there's some downsides to this deck I'm seeing already. But, I mean, we can figure out cuts here. So Kami, I guess, of Industry can get Synthesizer back. Can get Kunai's back. It's a mana sink that might be worth, because we probably don't need the Shattered States era. I'm still on board with Shrine Steward. Probably don't need Puppet, even though it's not bad in here. Probably not going to need the Favor of Jukai, although it is a combat trick. What's our removal? We are removal light, aren't we? 2 Seismic Waves, 2 Kunais. So that's pretty light. Creature-wise, 17, but we have way more than that. I count these as creatures, so that's 19. We don't need the Artificer. So that's 18 currently. 20, I guess, with these. 22 with the Emergence, 23 with the Invoke. So we can make a lot of cuts. Probably don't need the Colossus. It is a big finisher, and we have ramp. Something to consider. Do I want to play Beatdown? I can. I can play Beatdown. If I do, I probably cut Colossus. Do I want to go for the Kami plan? I feel like we have to make 7 cuts. Careful Cultivation's a lot worse in a Beatdown deck. But at the same time, it's pretty valuable to have this with Invoke the Ancients. So a little bit of a tricky deal there. We don't probably have enough to bring back with Kami of Industry to pursue this, so I might just cut it, cut the Synthesizer. Might cut the decoys. Could cut the trainees. Why would I rather do decoys? I'd rather do decoys because of Wrecker, but it takes 4 mana minimum to attack, have it be unblocked, and draw the card when it leaves. So there's the Ogre in here as well, and the Heir of the Ancient Fang. These are lower on my list of good creatures for us. So basically what? I'm playing Cultivations in here because we can get a turn 3 Emergence or potential turn 4 Invoke the Ancients. I mean, it's a decent reason. And like I said, sometimes in a pinch you can cast it as an aura and it's not bad. Reach is important. Sometimes +1/+3 is valuable. I could see cutting these two. We could probably cut some of our 2-drops. Like, I feel like cutting... Well, do I like trainees or decoys more? I almost like trainees more. Although, you know, this is a better argument for... Because decoys with Kami's not bad. Although, once again, it comes to that same problem. You need 7 mana. You need 7 mana in order to play Kami, get back decoy, it leaves, you draw. It's a fairly high cost. Same with Kunai, 7. It did work really well with the Ogre when we got destroyed by it. So, something to consider with the 2 ramp. So, because we're really at how many creatures right now? I'm sorry, 14, 15, 16. We're at 18 creatures still, 19. So we're at 19 creatures still. We can easily cut creatures. So if I were to cut creatures, then I suppose we go for the most, I think we go for the most synergy, which means we cut the trainees. We bring in Kamis. So I can get back decoys, but I'm still going to end up cutting synergies if I do that, aren't I? Like, I don't have to run Favor of Jukai. It's just when you're removal light, it's nice to have tricks, and we are removal light. We have 2 Kunais, an Explosive Entry, 2 seismic waves. I typically like to have, you know, 8 interactive spells is pretty ideal. Maybe I have to run it like this and just forego the Kami of Industries. It makes decoys are much less exciting, although they can chump. And they can get pumped with Roaring Earth and attack and block reasonably well and convert them into cards at some point. I mean, it's not bad. Jukai, I think Trainee is better against certain decks. Decoy in here isn't amazing. It's tough to say what's going to be better more often. As much as I want to try the Kami of Industry, we're kind of at a point where this is the deck, you know? Do I want to do 10-7? Yeah, I suppose 10-7 makes more sense when you're doing Invoke the Ancients. I can't believe how few red cards we have. Like, technically we could cut red and not run it at all, and we could just run 2 Trainees in air. I don't know if that's necessarily better. Seismic Wave is a valuable card to have. It's one of our few removal spells. Roaring Earth can, you know, with how few removal we have, I mean, it certainly makes Invoke easier to cast. That's nice. But I kind of like Ember Keeper in here. It's great synergy with Roaring Earth. It's great synergy with Weaver of Harmony. Explosive Entry is going to have targets, and Seismic Wave is very good. So that's tough. It's this tricky. But I think we're going to do it like this. I think I'm doing the decoys over the Trainee. I might end up regretting that, but we're going to try it like this. So, all right. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right. Round 1, we'll play first. Yeah, it's a good hand. We can go... Well, we've got options, I guess. Can do Ember Keeper into Weaver or Bearer. Or we can just go Weaver into Bearer. That's better use of mana, so maybe we'll do that. So that just gives us a turn 3, 4-3. Well, we're going to be able to bust our opponent up pretty good, I think, with Seismic Wave, so... Alright, I think we'll just... Let's just take our value now. Oh wait, non-artifact. This is an artifact. It's not going to work. All right. Guess we'll just cast this and pass. I don't really want to trade my... I guess I could have killed the Prowler and gotten in. Actually, that wouldn't have been too bad. But I might end up killing something else here, so we'll see. Well, that's good too, because now we can find Emergence. So I can attack with the Ember Keeper here. I'm going to miss out on some modified stuff, but this is okay by me, I think. It's an okay trade. Like, we're going to miss out on Bearer synergy, but I don't mind getting the 3-1 off the board currently. We'll get our Emergence. Kind of curious they chose that one. Ah, I see. So, which one do I want to sack? Because this is not an enchantment creature, right? So, yeah. Which one would I rather sack? I guess the Weaver, because Bear has a built-in, like, wait, what happened? Oh, it's because it's enchantment Planeswalker too. Well, I guess I don't really have a choice then. So I want to stick it on a red mana here. And get in for 4. And we don't want to equip, because then I have to tap there. Oh, that's too bad. Guess I can't do anything. Go into full-fledged Alex Stephenson mode as expected. Don't even have the 4th green for Invoke the Ancients. Well, at least Decoy's doing its job. Alright, typical Alex Stephenson. Red mana, no less, too. 6 out of 7 in the top 17, huh? Alright. So basically just got beat by some whatever stuff and invoked the Despair. Alright. That's about right. Guess we run it back. We have artifact targets for explosive entry. That's good. Yeah. Seismic Wave looks slightly worse, but actually just fine. Well, no, they have a good amount of artifact creatures. It's going to be... Well, I mean, you can... Yeah, it doesn't look that good, to be honest. But that's all right. Still kill something. All right, let's try this again. That looks pretty good. Well, that's kind of cool. Well, this will work nicely. We'll get a free creature. And we can blow up the tribute. So, it works for me. We got a free rat. So next turn we can do Cultivation plus Ember Keeper. Ooh, Invoke, nice. And just 1 mana. Oh, we actually have the mana for it too. Cool. All right, well, let's get in there. Sure. So. So I can just kill that. And I don't have to worry about my guys dying, I guess. It's not super exciting, but I suppose. Kind of wish I could do more, but that's alright. I mean, we get in for a good amount of damage. Deal with their thing that can kill our guys. It's not bad. Thing has death touch too, so. It's pretty brutal. Especially since I can't do Invoke the Ancients now. I guess I don't need to go for the Roaring Earth plan. So Weaver. Otherwise I can only make a 3/3 with that. So honestly I probably just play the Weaver, play the Roaring Earth. Guess I could end up losing my Invoke the Ancients if I do that though. Kind of like to keep Invoke, so maybe I'll hold on to the Roaring Earth actually. I mean, it's tough because I guess I actually because I can get double trigger. Yeah, that's true too. I can get double trigger off a Roaring Earth. They still have to deal with. All right, I guess I'll do this. So I kind of risk losing Invoke the Ancients here. But if I do draw land, I want to be able to use Roaring Earth. We'll see. So I think I probably sandbag decoy for the Thinger. Although if they had it, they would have played it. So I guess we can do this then. I mean, that's true, right? If they did have it, they would play it there. They could rip it, but I'm kind of just hoping they don't. So we're not going to get the Weaver synergy, but that's all right. So let's just pump the Wrecker. Because I'd rather have a 2/4, I think. So we'll get Trample and... I don't know if we need the Vigilance. That's pretty valuable. Reach is valuable too. They could have flyers. Alright, just in case. Oh, at least they failed to find. I guess that's good. So we can do the Roaring Earth. And we can use Weaver to copy the triggered ability. So I'm actually going to do full control here. So they don't really have incredible blocks against our 4/5s anyway, so it probably makes more sense to just buff other dudes here, especially since they're at 4. So we'll use this. Can I copy it? I have it in full control, so guess it makes sense to pump the decoy. Can I use Weaver of Harmony or? All right. So we'll copy the source on that. All right. So now I guess we can pump the Wrecker. And I suppose we can get in here. So we'll kill the road captain and get rid of a modified creature. So I guess we'll sack this. Can sack Roaring Earth, I think. Well, Weaver's not pumping anything, so maybe Roaring Earth's better. They can't super profitably attack in anyway. That's good. Guess they could make us discard with the thinger that makes thingers discard thingers. Maybe I was supposed to... Well, if I sacked the Weaver, I would have had to lose my Roaring Earth. So, I'm not sure. All right, so we can pump the Wrecker and get in. They don't really have great blocks, so I've got 8 mana, so I can't do this plus plus anything too exciting, so let's just get in there. I don't think their blocks are great anyway. And then we can find our other Harmonious Emergence to get another hasty 4/5 beater next turn. Wonder what they have that's white in there, since we've seen like all black. All right. I mean, Invoke Despair is their best card, but, you know, Invoke the Ancients is our best, so kind of on a even playing ground there in terms of really strong Invoke rares. Malicious Malfunction is good against this, though, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, at least Decoy, if they... Well, no, it exiles, too, doesn't it? It's an exile. Well, it doesn't matter if it exiles, because we still draw when it leaves. Cool. All right, well, that's nice, actually. Decoy leaving the battlefield value is nice. Kills our ramp creatures. But there's not anything... I mean, I guess I could bring in Heir of the Ancient Fang instead of a Careful Cultivation. I miss out on some ramp, but possibly get a body that doesn't die to their removal is easy, and still doesn't attack particularly well. It has some random synergy with Ember Keeper, I guess, which also dies to their thing, but yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with that swap, I guess. Do I want a Shattered States Era? I don't have anything too crazy that I can steal. Dockside Chef, but then they can sack it in response. But I mean, that's good synergy, but it's expensive. So I guess we run it back. It's okay. Not bad. I suppose we can do the cultivation first. I guess they can get us with Malfunction pretty good here, but they want to draw cards first, I imagine. It says haste. I wonder if I was supposed to leave up Favor of Jukai. Yeah, I think that would have been smarter, although you can get 2 for 1, but... It's a lot of red mana. So... guess we can do air. It's unfortunate because I didn't play land, so I can't actually protect it with Favor of Jukai. Plus, I'm not going to get the Roaring Earth value, so pretty all-around tough spot to be in, especially given that we've got 10 forests, 7 mountains, and we've managed to outdraw mountains 2 out of 3 games. Kind of frustrating. Not to mention our opponent's seen that in all 3 games. Also pretty frustrating. So, I think this costs 2, right? Alright. Maybe I was supposed to not play that so I could draw off the decoy. Been making a lot of mistakes in this format. Just a lot of mistakes. Lot of mistakes in this format. Yeah, this is basically just constructed playable card that's gonna brutalize us as well. I guess at least they didn't have anything. Oh, that's why they saw Invoke Despair every game. Alright, absolutely got brutalized. Once again, didn't like my play. See you for the next one. Alright, round 2, we'll play first. Looks like a keep. So, turn 2 cultivation, turn 3... maybe two drops, or maybe we'll rip a Harmonious Emergence. Alright, cap attack wrecker here. I suppose I can. It comes in modified too. I don't really see why not. I forego 1 point of damage to essentially get a Death Toucher and a 2/1. I'm okay with that. I don't get the surprise aspect, but I get a 1/3 Death Toucher. It's pretty good. That if it dies right now, I get a 1/1 Spirit Token too. It's pretty good. Guess I should have done that in reverse order. I guess it wouldn't. Well, it might have mattered. I don't know what they could have had in green-white instant speed to kill anything, though. So technically still 1 green mana away from being able to cast Invoke the Ancients if I do get it. But Bearer is also just a mana away from being able to pump my creatures. Well, it's a good draw. So I can kill their Death Toucher now. It's not even an enchantment or anything, I don't think, so... Guess we'll just equip here. And suppose we'll just kill it now. I could have just seismic waved that. I wonder if that would have been better. I guess it remains to be seen, huh? They both deal 3 damage. But this can randomly kill X1s, which is good. So... I'm kind of okay with just killing the ace. I don't have to, I guess. I can also just attack with the Wrecker. This doesn't let me beat down as hard, but I'm kind of okay with it. Because then I've got Bearer online, which I think is pretty good. And who knows, maybe I'll end up killing an X1. So we can put a counter on our Bearer of Memory. Potentially during the next attack. We'll see. All right. So they can actually remove the Death Touch counter from our Capitech Wrecker, which is actually relevant here. But I suppose I'll just kill the Kitsune Ace. Oh, they did not do that correctly. They could have just removed our Death Touch counter, which would have worked a lot better for him. But I'll still kill the ace just because I don't think it really matters. We can just get rid of it. Sure. Didn't work because it deals 3 damage. So get in with these two. My opponent is basically playing like Alex Stephenson right now. My opponent is a real Alex Stephenson. And they just keep Alex Stephensoning more and more. Maybe they have Farewell here, who knows. I guess even if they... Well, is it leaves? No, it's when they die. So Farewell actually would bypass the Ember Keeper. Huh. So they got vehicles. We've got 2 Capitec records. So that feels good. Not much else. I think we probably run it back. Can still kill a suit even with a seismic wave, so that's cool. Looks good. I guess turn 2, cultivation. Turn 3, weaver, maybe plus something else. Turn 4, steward, finding emergence. That's a good draw. Can get some double triggers off Roaring Earth as well. So we'll go Weaver. No, I guess we do Roaring Earth first, huh? Because we kind of have to. I mean, you don't have to, but I suppose it makes the most sense. Either way, I have to pump my other creature, but it's not a big deal. We have a modified creature now. We can pump our Weaver next turn. We can pump twice with Roaring Earth, but kind of would rather get the Steward online now. Still haven't played Messiah Reach at Skyward, but it's an awesome card. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I probably just start pumping dudes here. Honestly. I don't have to do the Steward right now. Getting double counters off Roaring Earth does seem pretty good. It maximizes value, I feel like. So why don't we do Ember Keeper, we'll do land. Guess I should do full control just in case. Copy the effect. Counter here. Guess we can do Kunai. And don't really have to equip yet, although, yeah, I'd rather get the damage in. So I could have put 2 counters on the Weaver. That might have been better, because now I can't get double triggers off Roaring Earth. That's true. Well, now they can't use their kunai, so I don't think that was a good idea. Really not sure what my opponent's doing. I'm not sure they know what they're doing. So, seismic wave. We don't need to do that nonsense, so yeah, they just were Alex Stephensoning left and right there, so all right, we'll see you in round 3. Double Capitec Wrecker is pretty brutal because they just go infinite, basically. I probably still play the Wrecker. I definitely play it now. Because I can't draw off the decoy anyway, so... All right, opponent does their thing and scries. I didn't see what they scried. I was trying to get my webcam all situated here. So I'll play the tech wrecker. That's cool. I suppose if they play something that can block, I can always just blow it up and still blow up their Air of Enlightenment. So that's fine too. I can't tell what's more annoying for my webcam, having the gray in the corners or having me look like I'm disappearing. I'm not sure. I guess I can blow up the tech wrecker and blow up their Air of Enlightenment. I'm kind of okay with that. A pretty solid play there. I mean, they still got some value off their saga, but this lets me possibly blow up another enchantment here. I guess I can blow that up as well. So, oh, let's see. We can attack, but it's not an enchantment or anything, so... I maybe just kill it. I don't want to get blown out by pump spells either. Like, I kind of like this because I'm in a position where I have a pump for this, and if they don't block, I have a kill any enchantment or artifact they play, and get my thing that can blow up more artifacts and enchantments back. So it's a nice combination of abilities right now. Their deck looks pretty sweet though. Green white ninjas. Wanderer's Intervention doesn't deal with a 4/5 haste too, so that's nice. Guess I could do 2. But we'd take our 2-for-1 and get our forest back, so I guess that's alright as well. Let's see. Well, I could offer the 2-for-1 on myself to get in with the emergence safer, but I think we'll just get in here. Take the trade. Not a great trade, not a terrible one. Probably a Goldilocks, just okay one. All right. Shigeki's great card, though. They do have an enchantment, so Season of Renewal, that makes sense. Huh. I think we'll just get in with both here, see how they block, because I guess we'll do the Wrecker. So we're going to miss out on some infinite here, but I don't really think it matters, because we get to draw off of our decoy as well, which is nice. So we'll kill their Shigeki, I guess. So now we don't have infinite Capitec Wrecker value, but it's all right. That's Nar's a good one. So we can put an aura on this. Probably take it. I'm actually surprised they didn't take it there. So guess I could have done the favor. Well, this is fine. This is tough because they can just get another frog, but I guess I'm kind of hoping they don't. That's tough. I don't really want to attack. Well, hopefully they attack, I guess. Does it have trample too? No. Just vigilance and haste. Alright, well, thankfully... worked out. It's interesting. So this can't get by reach creatures, right? Oh, that's cool. So the reach is at least doing its job right now. I suppose we can counter here. Little sandbag lands for Roiling Earth, I guess. Although, maybe we don't have to do that. Because I can always just make a big creature with Roiling Earth too, which might be smarter at this point. Plus, it'll let me eventually extend more bearer memory value. That's cool. know why they conceded. I didn't think the game was over. I guess if they have nothing for it, then it's over. But I'm surprised they don't have anything in their deck that can deal with my Bear of Memory. Certainly makes Careful Cultivation a lot more useful here. Yeah, Tatsunari dies to Ninja's Kunais. That's pretty slick. They have the season renewal. That's good. And they have the other thing. They have Shigeki too. So they got some good tools in there. Definitely. And I don't have a sideboard, so we'll run it back. Yeah, it's a good hand. Let me think. I want to blow up a Roaring Earth as early as possible, so I'm actually going to do this. If I do the decoy, I could possibly sneak in there next turn, but I probably am going to need to Seismic Wave whatever they play here. Yeah. I think we still blow up the Roaring Earth, would be my assumption. I mean, actually, blowing up Bear of Enlightenment's not bad here either. Because they have 3 cards in hand. I guess the question is what's going to be tougher to deal with. I guess Roaring Earth's probably more annoying to deal with. I honestly don't know. They're both pretty annoying. Like, I got to deal with it. Oh, this isn't the flyer. This is just a 2/2 first strike. So, that's probably fine. So, I guess I can Seismic Wave that too. Might as well. Otherwise, I'm just playing a couple decoys. And then next turn, I can do the Emergence and actually attack with it. I could have done the Emergence this turn, but that doesn't seem as good. What was the Black Splash? Did I miss that somewhere? I can't recall. Record of their own, huh? Alright. So, probably have to trade my Emergence for that. Well, another top deck one is nice for that. Unfortunately, they get a good trade here, but gotta do what we gotta do here. Oh, okay. Maybe they have an answer for our Emergence then? I'm not sure. Oh, that works. Well, they only have the 1 Death Touch counter, so I guess it's okay. Oh, there's a good draw. Guess I can't quite cast it yet in typical Alex Stephenson style. So we'll just do another Emergence here. No, we want to do it on the mountain, obviously. Let's not screw everything up for the rest of my life. Let's do this. Alright, we don't need full control. It's okay. There we go. Must feel really nice. Must feel awesome. Let's see here. So I can make a 3/3. They're gonna have a 2/4 though, so I don't like that. Guess we can play a couple decoys and pass until we can get this Invoke the Ancients online. I should have just played the one decoy because now they can blow up another one with their Capitech Wrecker. Tales of Master Sashiro, okay. So, can't block, can step first strike. Cultivation, though, we can get the reach. I suppose it's worth it. And we stick it on the wrecker, I guess. Looking at their graveyard, so I'm guessing Season of Renewal or Shigeki. Let's see. So block like this. Did I know about the Capitech Wrecker or did I not know about it? No, I can't remember. If I did know about it... Yeah, I can't remember if I knew about it. If I knew about it, why didn't I see it in their hand? I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. So let's do this. And put the counter there, invoke. We'll get... probably trample and reach. I guess I'll take it just in case, because I have the Preserver in hand. I think it's probably better. I feel like I didn't see the Wrecker in their hand, but I knew they had two. Was that from a previous game and I just can't remember? No, it was this game. So why didn't I see it in their hand? Maybe I did see it in their hand and I just didn't notice. I really don't have a good explanation for that. I feel like I would have had to see it in their hand. I just literally couldn't see it in their hand. I mean, Kunai's not bad. With the moth thing, I feel like we're going to lose to the thing. But I also feel like they have something. So, once again, just terribly tricky spot here. So play Kunai. Because they have 5 open mana and just boatload of cards in hand. Well, that's weird. Because now at least I can go forest, pump our reach creature. And pass and leave up Preserver. I don't know why they wanted a rebuke there. That seems kind of strange. I mean, if they'd kept their rebuke, they'd be in a lot better shape here. We're not threatening lethal, so I might as well just... Actually, I suppose getting in for 12 there wouldn't have been bad. We might as well kill this now, then. And the only reason I'm killing this now is I don't want to deal with them having a pump and then getting in for some evasive nonsense, so this is fine. Looks like they've got Season of Renewal or Shigeki. They don't have double green for Shigeki, but they do have Season of Renewal mana, but I don't think Season of Renewal helps them quite enough here. Wow. How many so they do have just a billion Capitec records, or once again am I... No, they do have 3. Wow. It's a lot. So I'm not threatening lethal and I didn't draw a land, which makes it a little, once again, trickier. Guess we'll get in with our Trampler. I mean, I can get in for 12. They can't blow up these creatures anyway, so maybe it just makes more sense to get in for 12. They can block the bigger one. We'll be left with Trample. We have Roaring Earth that I can copy onto the Trampler. Three Capitec records is pretty tough, especially with Master's Rebuke and all that. But I don't know if there's stuff I can do that's better there either. Three Capitec records, pretty shocking though. They are uncommons. They're just deciding on their Season of Renewal, it looks like. Which is fine. It's probably going to be a... I don't know what it's going to be, actually. Tales of Sashiro, probably. They can't kill this, right? So maybe just... and they might be able to kill it, but I probably just want to get trample damage in if I can. I mean, having the trampler here is kind of nice. Haven't seen Commune with Spirits yet. So you can do the land. I can copy with the Weaver. I think we wait. Because I don't have lethal yet. They can blow up Roaring Earth if they attack with the Wrecker. But then they lose Death Touch, so I guess that's not amazing for him either. I'm surprised they didn't attack there. So, I mean, another Roaring Earth probably wouldn't hurt. I can put I can only put 3 counters because I can only copy 1 enchantment source. Or I can make another fatty with Roaring Earth. Both options aren't amazing. I don't know why they're not attacking with the Moth. I guess they wanted the extra toughness, but... So if I attack with that, they still have plenty of good blocks. I can make a 7/7 Roaring Earth token, which isn't bad. It's not amazing either, though. Shigeki, they can get back to, and then start channeling for value, but they're going to be able to channel for value anyway. I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place. I'm not going to be able to race Shigeki, which really does make this tricky. And they have like a billion blockers, but most importantly, they have the Death Toucher. So it's a tough situation here. I think I just play the Roaring Earth. Well, I wonder if it makes more sense to try and go for the enough trample damage. I don't think it's super realistic, but a non-trampler doesn't do me much good either. So I guess we do it like this and get out of full control so I don't waste all my timeouts. Got trample and reach. That's why they haven't been attacking. All right. So, I mean, they can get back tons of good things there. I don't know why they didn't bounce. I mean, at this point, they might as well just bounce Shigeki. Yeah, like I maybe needed to just attack. I don't know if it's gonna do any good. Anyway, slice it here. Like I can't really attack. I can't really block. They probably have lethal anyway. Just based on sheer quantity of attackers versus my board that really doesn't have any. So they probably have lethal here, honestly. If they just attack with everything. They certainly have lethal next turn. Three Capitech Wreckers, huh? It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. So they are attacking with everything. All right. Well. I block their biggest guys. Still take 8. So we're dead. If I had made a 6/6 or 7/7 blocker, I still would have died. So I guess it doesn't matter. Or maybe I would have lived. Because I would have blocked it 2/2. I guess maybe I had to do that. But you know me, I hate doing math. Are you kidding me? Ew. Math? Gross. Seismic wave. May it kills some things we probably have to kill, so I suppose we keep it. Puppet actually doesn't look bad against 3 wreckers. Can pull off the counters. Problem is they can just ninjutsu them right back. And they don't really have any other counters so much here. I mean, they do, I guess, some stuff, but if you're thinking about why you should bring Puppet in, you're probably not winning the match. Let's keep. So we'll do the cultivation here. So, oh, did they even show us artifacts? I wonder if explosive entry is straight up dead against them. I think it is. I probably needed to do another careful cultivation there and realistically, but that's all right. Not the biggest deal. So I probably saved this cultivation, which I guess means maybe I just play this. They haven't shown us any artifacts, have they? No. I think explosive entry's dead against them. Sure. So, tough spot. Their longevity is going to beat ours. We're kind of in this weird spot where I'm running explosive entry and shouldn't be. Currently not a super winnable race. Oh yeah, don't have to worry about 3 of those. I mean, it's really not the end of the world, I guess. But yeah, I guess it's pretty bad. I've really absolutely detested my play in the last at least 2 drafts. Just disgusted with my own play here. Guess I could blow up my own decoy. There you go. I guess that works okay. If they really are gonna triple block. Surprised. Guess we can sandbag that. Well, it's not a Shigeki. I guess that's good. Do we have removal for Capitech Wrecker? I'm not sure that we do. Oh, they found Shigeki. Wow. I'm surprised we beat that deck. I think they had a much better match than we did. I'm pretty fortunate to win that. And hopefully in these coming drafts I get my head a little more in the game too. I don't have any excuses, really. Just sloppy play. Triple Capitec record is pretty slick, though. Jeez, I thought I was good off with, well off with 2, but all right. Back on pick 1. Yeah, Kodama, the West Tree is a great card. I could take that. Lethal Exploit in here too, also good. Lizard Blades, yeah, that's a good card. Could take that. Over Naturalist, which is also very good. Probably take the Blades. Monocolor, given double strike for a pretty reasonable equip cost, is nice. Probably take the Arrest here. I mean, it just deals with a lot of things. And you can dig it up. Shrine Steward or whatever. Which is nice. All right, here. I guess Seismic Wave. Pretty valuable. Removal. And finally, yeah, Reality Chip is the real deal. This card's amazing. You just go off with that once you equip it to something. So, awesome. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.